So to go along with the 55, um, the Patriots were established in 1959, and in 2014, 55 years before was 1959, and 1955 was 59 years difference or whatever. So, but the Patriots also, it says 1959, but they didn't actually play their first game until September 9th, 1960. Yep, so here it is. It says 53 years ago, which this article must have been written in a different whatever, but September 9th, 1960. And it was between the Broncos and the Patriots. And 9-9 of, it was 1960, and Tom Brady was born 8-3, 1977. But that is 37 days away from 9-9. So it was 16 years and then 37 days away from the day that the first AFL game was played. Or he was born 37 days before the 17th year anniversary or whatever. Even more interesting is Tom Brady, this is the original day in Back to the Future, before they went back in time. Oh no, it wasn't. It was October. But anyway here, so 10/26, 1985. So Tom Brady, that day he was 8 years old, 2 months, 23 days. So you got your 8 and also a 223. Also, if you do to November 5th, I guess the year doesn't matter here because it was 1955. But from Tom Brady's birthday to November 5th is actually 3 months and 2 days. So 32. So it says here that Billy Sullivan was the original owner of the Patriots when they were, I can't even find it here. They were a different town or whatever. But anyway, but it says he was awarded the 8th and final franchise of the Developing American Football League. So the Patriots were the 8th and final team to be in the AFL. Now let's click on the original owner here, Billy Sullivan. And he died on 2/23. It's pretty strange. I guess actually they were just in Boston, so they were the Boston Patriots, not New England Patriots. But let's check out the owner, the guy who owns the team now. It says it on here, yeah. Robert Kraft. Oh, really? He's 73 years old this year. So let's go back here. Billy Sullivan owned it, and he died February 23rd, so 2/23. In 1988, he sold the team to Victor Kiam. So 88, he sold it to Victor Kiam. And this guy was born in 1926. So if he was still alive today, he would be 88 years old. And then he tried to move the Patriots to St. Louis, and he was facing bankruptcy, and he ended up selling, I don't even know what it says here. He owed this guy a bunch of money, and he ended up selling it to the guy who owns it now, Kraft. So, I mean, pretty crazy. He would have been 88 years old. He sells it to a guy who's 73 years old this year. Oh, I just wanted to show this really quick, too. I know I showed it in a previous video, but so it was January 18th that the whole Deflategate scandal supposedly happened, and so that is 11-8 against the Colts. And they had played the Colts earlier in the season, and the Colts had said they suspected that they were cheating. And they played the Colts, go figure, in week 11, and it was the Patriots won, and they got their 8th win. So they got their 8th win in week 11, just like what I showed you with the Seahawks. And I guess I just wanted to re-show that because it's pretty significant. It's week 11, and they won their 8th game. All right, so then we got the Patriots, their first win in the Super Bowl, and also their 3rd Super Bowl. It was on February 3rd, 2002. So 2-3. Anyway, it was the first Super Bowl that was played in February because of September 11th. So the game was played on 2-3. They were 11-5 again in the regular season. I had talked about that before. And the band U2 was the halftime show. U is 21 and 2, so 21 plus 2 is 23. The game was played on 2-3. Halftime show was played by U2, 23. And they also played the song MLK, Martin Luther King thing. And I'm not going to go into detail on that, but just pretty interesting that they played that song during the deal. So actually, it's so unorganized. I don't know where to begin with this. So I'm just going to go back to the 1986 Super Bowl here and talk about it for a second. There's all kinds of stuff. I'm going to try to shorten it up a bit. But like the Bears coach was born in 1959 on October 8th, which is 88. But anyway, the Bears in this Super Bowl, they won by a ton here, and they scored 46 points. And it's pretty funny that the reason they won is because they won with their then revolutionary 46 defense. So they scored 46 points, and they won because of their 46 defense. And the 46 defense is a defensive formation, part of the 8-in-the-box family. So that means it is a defensive alignment in which 8 of the 11 defensive players are close to the line of scrimmage. That's pretty interesting. 8 of 11, so 88. And then they scored 46 points, and they won because of the 46 defense. And the Patriots actually scored first, and it says it was the quickest lead in Super Bowl history with Tony Franklin's 36-yard field goal at 1:19 into the first quarter after Chicago fumble. But the record has since then been broken. But I clicked on Tony Franklin, and he was born on November 18th, 11-8, or 1118, 111-8. And earlier, I guess I forgot to mention that the Patriots were founded in 1959. Well, 59 plus 59 is 118, 11-8. And the Patriots play in Gillette Stadium. And Gillette was founded by King C. Gillette. King Camp Gillette. Oh, he died age 77. Born on January 5th, 1855. No, they say about 55s. 59. The 5th day of the year in 1855. And he died age 77. Also, and he died in 1932. It says the state May 11th, 2002. And then completely on September 9th, 2000. 2 years after the very first Patriots game. But May 11th, 2002 was when it, I guess, opened, whatever, partially. And May 11th is 5/11, or November 11th backwards. This guy was the quarterback for the Patriots during the very first AFL game. And he was born on May 11th. And he was also number 11. So who knows, maybe the stadium was kind of around him, because May 11th, that's when he was born. And that was when the stadium was first opened. And then also the very first AFL game, or Patriots game, was September 9th, 1960. And then the grand opening was September 9th. Pretty interesting, I guess. And this guy was the quarterback for the Broncos in the very first AFL game. And this year he will be 88 years old. Okay, one last thing I'm going to talk about, I think, anyway. And then I'm going to talk about the air pressure in the balls. I'm just going to make a whole nother video. And then I'll be done here. But anyway, The New England Patriots here, their very first Super Bowl, like I said, they were in the 66th, 77th, and 88th seasons. They made the Super Bowl. But the Patriots weren't one of the original teams in the NFL. They were in the AFL and whatnot. So anyway, the first Super Bowl they made was their 26th season overall. And that's a number that we have talked about that goes along with the 88s. So then, let's go to the second season here. Then, the second time they made the Super Bowl was the 37th. The 37th season that the Patriots were in the league. I mean, that's pretty weird. The 26th season, the 37th season, and they were also in, not sure which one it is. It's this one right here. Their fourth time they went to the Super Bowl is the 44th season that they were in the league. I mean, so you got 44, 37, 26. They all go with 88, and they were in the Super Bowl every one of them years. I mean, come on, that's pretty strange. And the video made in the 7, and there was a ton of 7s and 77s in it. Well, the 88th season of the NFL was in 2008, and it was the big one where everybody thought the Patriots were going to beat the Giants. It was played on 2-3 for one, but anyway, everybody thought the Patriots would beat the Giants for sure. And the 88th season of the NFL, the Patriots were actually undefeated in the regular season, and then they made it to the Super Bowl. And the only other team that has ever done that is the Miami Dolphins that I had talked about that dealt with Elvis in Hawaii, and then, like I just said, all the 7s and whatnot. And this is the 88th, so you had the 77th and with the other one, and then 88 in this one, and I mean even 16-0 is 8-8. Okay, and I'm going to finish it off with a few Seattle things, and then I'm going to do a great video on a decent video on the football thing, that deflating thing. But anyway, Richard Sherman, then, he's always in the news about with the Seahawks and whatnot. And he was born in 1988, go figure. But everybody considers him, they all say, oh, he's kind of a thug and this or that. But I mean, when you read through here, there's no way this dude was a thug, like, or is a thug. I don't know why he has that reputation just because he's black and he talks a lot, or he's, like, he speaks his mind or whatever. Everybody just considers him a thug. But let's read through here. He graduated high school with a 4.2 GPA, a scholar athlete. He was salutatorian, or how, I can't remember how to say that, but ranked second in his high school class, and he graduated with a 4.2 GPA. I don't know very many thugs who graduated with a 4.2 GPA. I mean, that's pretty crazy. And then he went to Stanford. Of all schools, he went to Stanford. I mean, come on. The dude isn't dumb. He's not some thug. He's not stupid. But also when he was at Stanford, here's a big red flag here, and this is why he's always in the news. It's because he was in a fraternity here. And all these fraternities, half these people get into other secret societies and whatnot. And that's how they do it all. I mean, it's crazy. So basically what I'm saying is this guy knows what's up. He knows the plan. He's doing his job. He's doing his part. He's not being stupid. But he's done a great job of getting people to think that he's stupid and that he's some thug and whatnot. And the last thing, I don't think I'm going to have enough time to watch this show. It's called The 4400, and 44 is Satan and the Mark Twain story, The Mysterious Stranger and whatnot. Anyway, stuff in there. It's about teleportation, time travel-y kind of. And these people, they end up in the mountains, Mount Rainier, Washington. And that was actually, they named the mountain after the Seahawks or whatever, Mount Rainier in Washington. So if other people could watch it and help me out, that'd be great. There's also 4 seasons, 44 episodes. found that pretty interesting. Just don't think I'll have enough time to watch it, but have a great